the Premier League's most informed side were halted by a hat-trick of brilliant goals from Justin Kluivert as sloppy Newcastle fell to a 4-1 loss against Bournemouth at St James Park. Eddie Howe's side had won each of their last 9 games in all competitions and were searching for a history-making 10th, but were unfortunate to meet a Bournemouth team in an equally buoyant mood. The Cherries, firmly in the hunt for a European place, have temporarily leapfrogged Manchester City in the Premier League table and are level on 37 points with Chelsea following an all-action display that stunned Newcastle into submission. Justin Kluivert celebrates his and Bournemouth's second goal with teammate David Brooks' image. Only Mohamed Salah, 11, has scored more Premier League goals away from home this season than Kluivert, 9. Kluivert's first half double. Only Liverpool's Mohamed Salah, 11, has scored more goals away from home this season, put Bournemouth in a commanding position, sweeping home. Antoine Semenyo's low cross in the 7th minute before Dango Ouattara fed the Dutchman for his second just before half-time. Sandwiched between was a Bruno Guimaraes header that flew through a crowd of players and squirmed beyond Kepa, but the Magpies were disappointingly second best on another agonising afternoon for Howe against his former club. Joe Linton exchanges words with Milos Kerkez' image. Newcastle missed the chance to move into third in the Premier League table. Things went from bad to worse in the second period, as Newcastle failed to recover any composure and star man Alexander Isak looked as isolated as he has all season, his 8-game scoring run reaching an abrupt end. Kluivert sealed a wonderful hat-trick in second-half stoppage time, his second of the season after a trio of penalties at Wolves in November, while a stunner from Milos Kerkez ensured Andoni Iraola's ever-improving Cherries cantered to a crushing victory. Also see stream the Premier League with NOW Watch. Premier League highlights. Live Premier League table. Premier League fixtures. Player ratings. Newcastle, Dubravka, 7, Livramento, 5, Botman, 5, Byrne, 5, Hall, 6, Guimaraes, 6, Tunnelly, 6, Joe Linton, 6, Murphy, 5, Isak, 4, Gordon, 5, Subs, Scar, 6, Willock, 5, Trippier, 4, Ojala, N.A., Bournemouth, Kepa, 6, Kerkez, 8, Huijsen, 8, Zabarnyi, 8, Cook, 7, Adams, 8, Christie, 8, Brooks, 7, Semenyo, 9, Kluivert, 10, Ouattara, 7, Subs, Jeb Bison, 6, Winterburn, N.A., Reece Dottin, N.A. Player of the match, Justin Kluivert. Player of the match, Justin Kluivert. Bournemouth. As Justin Kluivert celebrates after completing his hat-trick. Image. Kluivert is the 7th player to score multiple hat-tricks away from in a single Premier League season with 3 goals and an assist. Kluivert became the first player to be involved in 4 goals in a single Premier League game for Bournemouth. For all the pre-match chatter about Isak and his devastating form, it was the Dutchman who towered above the rest, emulating his famous father Patrick's knack for ruthless finishing. Each strike was full of poise and panache, with 3 of his 4 touches in the opposition box hitting the back of the net. Howe accepts Newcastle off the pace. Newcastle boss Eddie Howe: "We were beaten by the better team. Disappointed from the start really. I thought physically we didn't look anywhere near our best levels today. The game in midweek and the run of games we had previously just caught up with us. We didn't look like we had that bounce in our step that we normally have, and we didn't perform. That yard of pace that we normally have in our own game wasn't there. Iraola Lords Unforgettables win. Bournemouth boss Andoni Iraola: very proud of my players. I think we played a very complete game. We started very strong. We didn't want to lose a little bit of our identity, even if we knew the difficult circumstances with the bench players. We decided to play like we normally do. I think every player that has played today has done his part and extra. I feel very happy for them. To be part of this win and the way we won, I think it's going to be unforgettable for us." Analysis: when Bournemouth click, it's magical. Bournemouth delivered one of their most complete performances of the season. Image: Bournemouth delivered one of their most complete performances of the season. Kluivert will rightly steal the headlines, his matching winning contribution made all the more impressive by his all-action display. The Dutchman was happy to run the hard yards out of possession, hustling in his defensive half before coming alive when Bournemouth launched their characteristic counter-offensive, but such a pulverizing defeat, Newcastle had not lost by 3 goals at home since December 2021, was only possible with synchronicity all over the field. As Andoni Iraola acknowledged post-match, Bournemouth delivered a beautifully complete performance. They made Newcastle look average in every department. Alexander Isak was anonymous. Bournemouth did what very few teams have, or will, do to Eddie Howe's side at St James Park. To have the bravery to go toe-to-toe, consistently hunting for high turnovers, with a team that have won 9 in a row in all competitions is daring, but Iraola only knows one way. His transitional style is fascinating to watch when it clicks, and Saturday's display was a stellar example of everything clicking perfectly.